On December 5, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers took off from Florida for a routine 3-hour training mission. Less than 2 hours into the flight, their compasses suddenly failed. Confusing radio transmissions followed, the weather worsened, and all 14 crew members vanished. The military immediately scrambled a 13-man Mariner search and rescue aircraft to find them. By that evening, the rescue plane also disappeared. Despite launching one of the largest search operations in history, investigators never recovered a single body or piece of wreckage. This echoed an equally chilling event from 1918 involving the USS Cyclops. It was one of the largest, fastest ships in the American Navy, carrying 11,000 tons of manganese. It departed for Brazil and evaporated entirely, taking over 300 personnel with it. The sheer scale of these massive, untraceable vanishings created a terrifying information vacuum. The public demanded an explanation for why military fleets and massive cargo ships were evaporating into thin air. Those disappearances all occurred within a specific 500,000 square mile stretch of the Atlantic Ocean, bordered by Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda. Over the decades, the legend attached staggering statistics to this perimeter, claiming that over 3,000 ships and 100 airplanes had gone missing in these waters. Supporters of the lore even traced the threat back to Christopher Columbus. In 1492, his logbooks noted bizarre compass malfunctions while sailing through this exact area, along with a strange fireball crashing into the sea. Without hard data to explain the missing ships, society filled the void with sci-fi speculation. Theories of alien abductions, giant sea monsters, and interdimensional portals took root, establishing a modern myth. The scientific reality of this region provides plenty of natural hazards. The compass failures align with a known magnetic anomaly called an agonic line, a rare place on Earth where true north and magnetic north temporarily align, heavily disorienting traditional navigation tools. The ocean floor here is equally deceptive. The vast stretches of hidden shallow shoals and sharp underwater ridges historically trapped and sank unwary wooden ships long before they could call for help. Then there is the extreme meteorology. Florida and its surrounding waters experience the highest concentration of hurricanes in the hemisphere, generating sudden, violent storms and massive waterspouts. These massive underwater eruptions release giant gas bubbles that drop the water density, instantly destroying a ship's buoyancy without warning. When you combine unpredictable magnetism, hidden subsea rocks, aggressive storm systems, and volatile ocean geology, you get an environment that is inherently hostile to human travel. The myth actually crystallized in 1964. Writer Vincent H. Gaddis published an article bundling these historically and geographically disparate disasters under one highly marketable brand name, the deadly Bermuda Triangle. Gaddis triggered the Baader-Meinhof effect, a psychological quirk where learning new information causes your brain to perceive it everywhere, like buying a new car and suddenly noticing it on every road. The actual frequency didn't increase, your awareness did. Once the public learned the phrase Bermuda Triangle, they hyperfixated on any plane or ship that sank inside its borders. Meanwhile, they completely ignored identical crashes happening in the Pacific Ocean or off the coast of Europe. The Bermuda Triangle is a psychological illusion. Our brains took random, geographically dispersed maritime accidents and stitched them together into a supernatural pattern. This map visualizes modern global shipping routes, and it shows an incredibly dense, bright concentration of daily traffic passing directly through the Florida and Caribbean sector. It is one of the most heavily traveled corridors on the planet. Because of that sheer volume of traffic, the United States Coast Guard and NOAA explicitly reject the premise of the myth. They confirm there is no evidence this area is mathematically more dangerous than any other heavily traveled section of ocean. In fact, when the World Wildlife Fund conducted a comprehensive 2013 study to identify the top 10 most dangerous bodies of water for shipping worldwide, the Bermuda Triangle did not even make the list. Divide the historical number of accidents by the massive volume of daily flights and cargo ships, and the accident rate perfectly mirrors the global average. And that bizarre fireball Christopher Columbus recorded in his 1492 logbook? Modern astronomers and scientists agree he simply witnessed a standard meteor entering the atmosphere. Strip away the alien abductions and the interdimensional portals, and we are left with a potent mix of heavy maritime traffic, extreme weather, and highly effective media branding. If you look hard enough for a pattern without checking the underlying data, the human brain will inevitably manufacture a monster out of thin air.